This is what we call an urban legend. Contemporary folklore passed on as a true story.
So dark urban legends have caused many sleepless nights. You never know who or what is under your bed or in the closet.
Let's get right into this list. Starting us off at number 10, we have the evil Christmas legend Krampus. While Krampus was made into a 2015 horror/comedy movie, there really isn't anything funny about this legend. Krampus is the anti-Santa Claus and really undermines the holiday spirit we all know and love. Legend says that Krampus is supposed to scare the kids on the naughty list into behaving better, but it gets really dark when we take a look at how he goes about scaring them. Krampus either beats the kids with birch branches, which is already gruesome and evil enough, but he will also tie kids up in a sack and haul them off to hell. Krampus is mainly a German and Austrian tale, but he is definitely recognized in other countries who have their own versions. I don't know about you, but I'd really rather get a lump of coal under the tree than get kidnapped by Krampus.
Alright, next up at number 9, we have the MOMO challenge. So this internet legend spread like wildfire throughout social media. MOMO is actually this user, you guys are seeing it on your screen right now, absolutely terrifying. Well, whoever's behind this, I have no idea, but they got people to perform very dangerous acts and self-harm. Back in 2018, which isn't that long ago, this challenge went worldwide after a 12-year-old girl killed herself after doing the MOMO challenge. We still don't know who MOMO is. We don't know who is behind it. People like Kim Kardashian posted on her Instagram story pleading for YouTube to remove all these challenge videos. Well, legends have it that Momo is still alive.
In our number 8 spot today, we have the killer in the backseat, or the high beams legend. This legend originated from folklorist Carlos Drake in 1968. The legend says that there is a woman who is driving and being followed by another car. She begins to panic as the person following her keeps flashing their high beams at her, they're tailgating her, and they even ram her vehicle. When she finally makes it to what she thinks is a safe place, she comes to find that the person following her was actually trying to warn her of a murderer in her back seat, and they flashed their high beams every time he tried to sit up and attack her, causing them to duck back down. If you've driven on an unlit highway before, you know how annoying people in their high beams can be. But maybe I need to take a second thought before just dismissing them.
And moving right along, in at number 7, we have the Devil's Chair. This is a very popular urban legend in Florida. Well, let me know what states that you guys are from and what is the most popular urban legends you guys have. Let me know in the comment section below. And also make sure to hit the like button because it really helps us out. Alright, getting back into this, the Devil's Chair was turned into a movie. And you know what? Let me show you guys a quick trailer of that.
During the 1950s, this place was an institute for mental health care.
An asylum.
This is where the incident supposedly took place.
Is this real life right now? It's a pretty haunted chair with a ton of dark history behind it. I'm pretty sure it's like an electric chair or some sort of torture device. People have seen ghosts in the chair and maybe the devil himself. If you sit in the chair, the devil will whisper horrible things into your ear that will change you forever. I think, you know what? Let's not test this one out. And let's quickly move on to number 6 before we get in trouble with that one. Well, let me take you guys over to the state of Missouri. What you guys are looking at right now is Zombie Road. Well, this is a real place and it's Missouri's most haunted places. It's about 2 miles long through a valley, probably a valley of death. The road is always closed up at nighttime, yeah, for good. People have seen child ghosts and tortured souls of working men killed in the industrial accidents. I have footage from YouTube channel Ghost Hunters. Take a look at this. Okay, I mean, this looks like a road that I would never want to go on.
Coming in at number 5, we have the Vanishing Lady. Let us know in the comments if you've heard of this one before. A daughter and her mother are abroad in Paris for the World's Fair when the mother falls ill. The daughter leaves the hotel room in order to get some medicine for her mother, but when she returns, she finds that her mother has disappeared, their hotel room doesn't exist, and no one at the hotel can remember seeing either of them. Apparently, the mother had died while her daughter was out, and in an attempt to cover up any bad publicity, the hotel got rid of the body and pretended like the pair never existed. The daughter ends up getting committed to a psychiatric hospital where she spends the rest of her life. It would be so scary to know that something is true, but have everyone around you telling you the opposite. In our number 4 spot today, we've got the Bunny Man. While this sounds like it could be very cute, it absolutely is not. This one originated in Fairfax County, Virginia, and is basically just the story of a man dressed in a bunny suit who attacks people with an axe. The first report of the Bunny Man came on October 19th, 1970, when a man and his wife were stopping in to visit an uncle. They were sitting in their parked car across the street from the house when they saw something moving in the rearview mirror. Just a few moments later, one of the front windows was smashed. When the couple looked up, they saw a man wearing the bunny costume screaming at them. Luckily, the car was still turned on, so they were able to make a quick escape, but as they drove away, they found a hatchet on the floor of the car. A man with a hatchet is already scary enough, but there's something so disturbing about him being dressed in a bunny costume.
And just like that, number 3, have you guys heard of the Candy Lady? Well, I didn't either until now. This very scary urban legend comes from Texas. The Candy Lady allegedly lures children to their doom by enticing them with candy. Well, you know what? If this woman put a Kit Kat bar down, she'd for sure lure me into wherever she wants me to go. I'm pretty easy when it comes to candy and chocolates. Well, this lady would bring goodies to kids' windowsills just before bedtime. The plan is, the parents go to sleep, and when the kids start eating, yum yum yum, when they start eating the candy, boom, you get snatched out your window. She will grab you. The Candy Lady would feast on these sugar high bodies. Well, pretty messed up urban legend if you guys asked me. And is it just me, or does it seem like parents might have made this one up for kids to scare the heck out of them? They don't eat candy before bedtime. If I heard this urban legend, I would never eat candy again. I think these parents are trying to save on dental bills.
In our number 2 spot, we've got the Babysitter and the Man Upstairs. If you've seen the 2006 movie When a Stranger Calls, you know just how creepy this one is. The story goes that a teenager is babysitting some children for a family. She begins receiving phone calls from some sort of stalker asking her if she's checked on the sleeping children. The first call she believes is just a prank call, but when the same call keeps coming over and over, she begins to get very frightened and calls the police, who say that they will trace the next call. When they trace the next call, it is revealed that the caller is calling from inside the house, and he was calling from the phone upstairs after having murdered the children. It's safe to say, I didn't do a lot of babysitting after watching this movie.
And finally, in at number 1, we have Pennywise.
We all know Pennywise from the horror movie It, but did you guys know it might have been based on a true story?
Well, the story might have been inspired by John Wayne Gacy, the man who's famously known as the Killer Clown. He was an American serial killer, a sex offender who might have killed over 33 people.
He would lure young boys into his home, and once he got them there, he would pretend he was performing a magic trick in order to handcuff them, leaving them totally defenseless. There were a few times where he even had what he called a double, where he would kill 2 victims in one night.
A lot of the victims were buried in his own backyard, which is absolutely insane.
This story gives me goosebumps every time. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. I've been your host, Olivia Kozlowski.
I'm your other host, Landon Do Not Sing, and thanks for watching. He was an amazing serial killer? He was so good.
He was so good at it.
Found you.